to very close plays that had to be made. And I'm going to show you a couple of quick ones on Joe Burrow, who I thought made a bunch of throws that were not cashed by his receivers. The first one could have been a huge momentum redirector, and it's 8:45 in the second quarter. If we could see this, he throws it to his tight end, his new tight end, Hayden Hurst, in the corner of the end zone. And listen, if you hit the tight end in the hands, the tight end, as you well know, better than anybody alive, you have to catch the football.
Yeah.
And it's such a big throw that it's going to make it 7-6 Bengals and cancel out the two field goals. And I'm like, I'm going to remember that one because that's going to come back to haunt. So that cost them 4 points right there. And then I got to show you one other play. There's a deep ball, if we can forge ahead here. This is 7:08 left in the fourth quarter, and it's 2nd and 3 at the 36. And he throws a deep ball to Jamar Chase, who I just proclaimed on Twitter as the best receiver in football. And
the one that hit him in the head?
I don't know what happened here. I don't know if he lost it.
Yeah, he lost his balance.
He lost his balance.
Yeah.
I don't know if he lost the flight of the ball, maybe in the lights or something, but he couldn't get back.
What he tried
hit him in the face mask.
What he tried to do, Skip, is that he tried to use the 21's momentum to catapult himself. You see how he pushes, nudges him off? So in the process of nudging him, he lost his balance. The ball hit him in his head, I think.
It hit him right in the face mask, which for the best receiver in the NFL, usually you don't get hit in the face mask with a throw, but it was a weird developing play.
Yes.
But again, if he catches that ball, we might be having a different conversation because it's going to set them up in a better position. So I thought they got some bad calls down the stretch, but Joe Burrow kept digging them out and digging them out. But in the end, he's under such fire that it was only every third or fourth play that he would have a split second more time to throw and dig them out of a hole. And in the end, he just didn't have enough protection to survive.
But, Skip, I think what hurt Kansas City is that when Snead goes down, he makes the tackle on somebody.
That was a big loss, I agree.
Because he's their best corner. He's also their slot corner. So now you got to bring McDuffie, who was lost. Skip, I mean, I'm trying to figure out, like, bro, on 3rd and 16, Skip, you got flat to deep flat.
You did.
Where the hell are you going?
I don't know, but he's a rookie.
Yeah.
He's a late first-round pick, Trent McDuffie, but he's a rookie.
Yeah, and Skip, and they got Jamar Chase doubled. It's 4th and 6. You got him doubled. All you got to do is turn around and find the flight of the ball. Nobody turns around. Jamar Chase jumps up, catches the ball. That leads to a touchdown. It was like they had so much trouble locating the football. I think it was Watson on the other side, the DB. He has an opportunity. Higgins just turns around, jumps up, and he's like, okay, I'm right. Bruh, just locate the football.
Yep. No, I got it. By the way, quick point on McDuffie and the kids who played yesterday. And again, they had some big injuries. I give you that.
Yeah.
But Brett Veach's draft class, just this year's the rookie draft class, every single one of them made a play in this game. I couldn't believe it because that Karlaftis had a sack. Okay. And then Sky Moore obviously made the play of the game at the end to get them in position. And then we just talked about Trent McDuffie. He also made a couple plays where he got his hand up on balls.
He got an opportunity to intercept one early in the ball game.
He did. And then Brian Cook was their other second rounder, and he was the one who tipped up the pass.
Got intercepted by Williams.
T. Higgins, and he tipped it up in the air, and it was a good, it was a good enough throw to be caught, and he just got his hand up and tipped it up. And then Williams is the other kid. He's the 4th-round pick this year. And then, listen, every time I watch Jalen Watson, who was like Shannon Sharp, a 7th-round pick, he plays like he's 7 feet tall. He's got incredible
He's a long kid.
Woo, God, he's out of Washington State, tried to get in USC, and they couldn't get him eligible. But he's a talent.
Yes.
Who worked for a time, he had to spend an offseason working at Wendy's, and now he's in the AFC Championship game making plays all over the field. So Brett Veach scored, and it gave Mahomes enough help on top to cancel out all the injuries.
Well, I think, Skip, you have to do good at the draft because a lot of times you're going to let these high-dollar guys go on unless they're willing to give you a discount. Now, you saw what Mahomes did. He took a hometown discount because we know Mahomes could literally be making $60 million a year, Skip. But, you know, you got Kelsey, Kelsey on a discount. You got Travis, you got Mahomes on a discount. You can't afford to keep Tyreek. So now you got to get MVS on a discount. You got to get a Juju on a discount. And if these guys go out, your young guys got to come in and make a play. That was a big play. If I'm not mistaken, that was a 3rd down play that it was a 2nd or 3rd down play to Marcus Kemp in which they got a first down.
No, it was a
he
good
just
play.
got elevated on Saturday.
I give you that. Okay, back to Mahomes and his touchdown passes. Let's look quickly at the first one. It was 3:53 left in the second quarter, and it's the one to Kelsey. And He rolls slightly to his right. He could do this. He just moves slightly right. But look at the time he has, and he sets and lets him redirect because he broke his route off and came back. And my point is, if you give him that much time and you give Kelsey that much time to work on Jesse Bates, Kelsey's just going to get open.
Yeah, and Jason Bates does a great job because Kelsey normally runs the 7 routes, so he's playing on his outside shoulder.
He was.
Kelsey rolls,
and he cuts back inside.
So
and they have such rapport. They have such wavelength.
Yes.
And then the one that you brought up, this was his best throw of the day, and one of the best throws of the year, I will give you, because this is 3rd and 10 at the 19, and this is one to Valdez-Scantling, who I thought played big yesterday.
He played his tail off yesterday.
So this is a 19-yarder. The point is, he starts to feel a little pressure, and he steps up, and he throws it actually off the wrong foot because he's going forward, and he throws it off his right foot.
Which is his hurt foot.
I mean, yeah, he's right foot forward, so he's wrong footing the throw. And he got a lot of juice on the ball and threw it right down the gut and beat Jesse Bates to the
I actually
inline.
thought Mike Hilton knocked the ball down, Skip. Because at first there was no reaction. And then all of a sudden you see MVS sitting on the ground.
Sitting on the ground and says, I got it.
I got it.
But here's
Way
the
to
go.
Skip, here's the thing what you got to say about Mahomes. Think about it now. He has 10 postseason wins. 6 of them have come from behind.
Yeah. No, I give you that.
So that just goes to show you just how, because think, down 24-0, down 10-0, down 9-0 to Buffalo in the championship game 2 years ago, down to Buffalo again, tie ball game late in the ball game against Cincinnati yesterday. Okay. So I think now we understand, Skip, that look, the arm talent is there, but I don't think we give him enough credit for being in these situations and finding a way to get his team out of this situation and get them across the finish line with a victory.
All right. But speaking of great throws and speaking of clutch, how about the Bengals? 4th and 6 at the Kansas City 41. This is the first play of the 4th quarter. And again, they're down 20-13. And this is a double coverage to the best receiver in football.
They run a sluggo, bro. All they got to do is locate the ball.
Okay.
Come on, turn around.
This is rapport and wavelength that is uncommon because Burrow throws it to his former LSU teammate, and it's almost like a midfield back shoulder, if that's possible.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's a midfield back shoulder, and he says, I know where he can go up and get the ball over those two guys because they're not going to see the ball.
That's really the best. That's the best combo beater there is, Skip. Because if you remember in the championship game, that's the play that Brady hit Gronk on.
He did.
He had him double covered, he stuttered, and he split it.
Okay.
And you see that right there to run the slow go, Cook jumps like, okay, he's ready to run the slant, and the corner is on his outfield shoulder.
Yep.
So if you just throw it up the field, the safety is struggling. I got to get there. He never turns around.
I got it. And then one other play I got to show you on Joe Burrow. Don't think he can't move.
Oh, yeah.
This is 2nd and 13 at the 15. This is 8:30 left in the 4th quarter.
Oh, he juked some linebacker out.
He juked a linebacker out of his shoes. If we could see this, he needs 14 yards to convert this. And he says, okay, I'll do it. Whoops. And there he goes. And he took some punishment, too. He didn't slide. He knew where the first down was. That's a make you miss right there on 32. Wasn't it 32?
Yep.
William Gay? I'm not sure who it is. Maybe. And he gets the first down.
I think Gay is 50.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think he got hurt also.
Yeah, he did. He got hurt. And think about it. So all these guys on the offensive side got hurt that Mahomes got to overcome. Defense, L'Jarius Sneed. Gay gets hurt. Has to come up. And I want you to know now, you keep talking about he outplayed him. All I know is Joe Burrow turned the ball over twice, Skip.
Okay, he did. He threw 2 interceptions that were more great defensive plays than poor throws. I didn't think either one of them was a poor throw. And Mahomes did lose the handle on a football and reopen the door for him just the way he did last year, but they could not capitalize enough to get home. Mm-hmm. So in the end, it was a great game. It was 2 highest level quarterbacks. The 2, you can argue, the 2 best young quarterbacks in football.
Oh, you're going to be seeing this for a minute.
For a long minute.
You're going to see this.
This is it. And they go back and forth, clutch versus clutch versus clutch versus clutch. And in the end, I just hated it that it came down to a silly out-of-bounds penalty. Right. I just hated it that it came to that because I was geared up for another overtime. Right. And I thought we were staring right down the barrel at another overtime.
And sometimes it does because, Skip, you remember Kansas City when they picked off Brady in the championship game and D Ford lines up offside.
He did.
Or Chris Jones accidentally, he hit him on the shoulder pad and they said he hit him to the face. A lot of times that's what these games come down to. But this has the making to be Brady Manning. I mean, Peyton Manning and Tom.
Sure.
I mean, it has all the
Peyton,
making.
not Eli.
Yeah. With Peyton and Brady, they're in the same conference.
Yeah.
Brady and Eli, they was in the Super Bowl. But these two young quarterbacks playing at a supreme high level. Neither one of them will back down.
Nope.
This is going to be a matchup for some years to come.
Last quick point. The only concern I had at the end of the night was, is Joe Burrow ever going to sit back and say, I don't know if I can ever really get it done here in Cincinnati because we still can't get our line right? Because he was down 3 stars, but you can say it was just injury, or he could say, we need to do better. We need somebody who can go out and get me better protection than I've had the last 2 years.
When they thought they had it, Skip, they paid a lot of money for that line, and it just they just got hurt.
They all got hurt.
I mean, Lyle Collins goes down, Jonah Williams, who gave up like 12, 13 sacks anyway, and Kappa goes down.
Kappa goes down. He was standing on the sidelines yesterday.
But Buffalo, that should be an indictment on you guys, Buffalo, because y'all didn't even come close to getting Joe Burrow on the ground.
Congratulations to the Chiefs.
Yeah, homeboy. At it again.
At it again. Back again.
AFC Championship, the Chiefs Invitational.
And guys, you sure did feel bad for Joseph Asai, didn't you? Those shots of him at the end of the game just sitting on the bench.
Yeah. And
you wanted to walk over and give him a big hug.
Not to cut you off, Jim, but Skip, do you hear going into the locker room, the linebacker talking about, why'd you hit the quarterback? Come on, bro, don't do him like that. I mean, you think he did it on purpose?
No.
Come on, don't do him like that. That's your teammate. We win
point.
together, we lose together,
Very good
we
point.
cry together, we get upset together,
I
but
agree.
don't put him on blast like that.
Jermaine Pratt had some harsh criticism, that's for sure, and it went public. All right, guys, moving on. The Eagles, do they look unstoppable heading into this Super Bowl? And then, Shannon, I got to get your take on LeBron. How? Was there no call in that Celtics game? Let's unpack those two things on the other side of this break.